This is the Week 4 matchup of the Washington Commanders at the Arizona Cardinals, brought to you by Fantasy Football Time. Follow us at Fantasy FB Time on all social media platforms. Welcome to Week 4, Commanders fans. Great game last week, and Cardinals. Commanders get a big win at Cincinnati. Put up a great fight. Jayden Daniels gets on the national stage and whoops out 30 fantasy points with 2 touchdowns in the air and 1 on the ground. Brian Robinson has a double-digit day with 66 yards and 1 score. Trey McLaurin, or Scary Terry, I call him Trey, sorry. Terry McLaurin, Scary Terry as RG3 likes to call him, double digits, 18 fantasy points with a 100-yard day and a touchdown. Austin Ekeler goes down with a concussion. Arizona Cardinals lose versus Detroit in a kind of a close game. Didn't feel like it though. Kyler Murray gets 16 points with 207 yards, a score and a turnover. Gets about 45 on the ground. James Conner in a negative game script only gets 3 fantasy points. Marvin Harrison still gets his though, 64 yards and a score. Trey McBride goes down with a concussion, going only 4 points with 3 catches for 25 yards. Michael Wilson steps up though, 8 catches for 64, maybe a possible pickup for this week. We'll see if he can repeat himself. Looking at this week 4, Cardinals are a home favorite of about 3.5 with a great over-under of 49 points. Expect a lot of scoring. Jayden Daniels, who's hot right now, 20 fantasy points forecasted against the Arizona defense, who's middle of the road but has allowed over 10 big plays of 20 yards or greater so far. Brian Robinson, 12 fantasy points forecasted against a Cardinals defense who's allowed 4 rushing touchdowns, but they've held their running backs they've played against to under 4 yards per carry. Interesting. Terry McLaurin, 9 points forecasted. No Ekeler this week. The Cardinals defense has allowed 34 at Buffalo, but did a good job with the Rams and Lions, holding them to 10 and 20 points. They got 9 sacks, 5 of those against the Rams, 1 interception, 2 fumbles, so they will put a lot of pressure on Jayden Daniels. Cardinals with Kyler Murray, who's been pretty good fantasy season so far, going against the Commanders, who's allowed the most passing touchdowns, which is 9 so far this year. I think it's going to be a nice receiving day or throwing day for Kyler. James Conner, hopefully, if they can get into a positive game script, can get some more rushing going. The Commanders are well balanced on defense. They allow just a great amount of points to their receivers, and they also allow a great amount of points to the running backs. 307 yards rushing per game so far. I'm sorry, not per game. 307 yards rushing for the season so far. Marvin Harrison probably will exceed this 12-point forecast. No Trey McBride this week. Everyone else is a 7-point forecast or less. They're going against the Commanders' defense, who allowed 37 and 33 points on the road at Tampa Bay and Cincinnati, but at home was able to hold the Giants till about 18 points. They only have 4 sacks and 1 fumble this year, so I think even with the Cardinals' line not being super great, they are probably going to be able to get it done in both air and ground. Looking for a shootout. Let's go. Thanks for watching. Follow and subscribe at Fantasy FB Time. Welcome to Week 4. God bless.